Let's see. The audio is okay. All right. Okay. Give that a minute to percolate. Only took me 11 minutes, give or take, it looks like. Okay. Big box is over here this time. I'm in a different room. Okay. Well, let's get into it, I suppose. A whole lot of bagged air. I will not pop that on screen. I think this might be the stuff that is not boxed. That is my guess. From the size of this package. Unless Plarail boxes are smaller than I remember. Yeah. Okay. Yes, this is what I thought. Okay, so there's a faced tanker. I bought this lot because the rolling stock, some of the rolling stock, has had magnetic couplings fitted. And this is a thing that you could buy from Tomy back in the day, apparently, in Japan. You could get these replacement couplings, and they're basically like the Tomy train couplings, but the hook replacement has an added joint. The Tomy train couplings aren't like that. But I think this loop replacement coupling might be the same as the Tomy train's coupling. But that's basically why I bought this, because there were a bunch of trucks that had that. There's some that don't, like these two out of the Thomas and the Freight Car set. I don't know what this is. It's from McDonald's? Yeah. I don't know what this does. There's like a slot in the back. There's a Thomas. It's battery powered. It's kind of missing the on-off switch. I'm not sure what that's from. It's missing a middle wheel. Maybe like a cake topper thing. Looks like the phone does something. It rotates. And some other Thomas missing. It looks like it's missing stickers. It's also kind of like etched underneath where there were stickers. That's another McDonald's toy. And there should be some more of those magnetic coupling. Yep, here's an Annie. Magnetic couplings. Fuel tanker. and a couple more troublesome trucks. So yeah, I mean, it was like a user installed thing too, so you had to unscrew your own engines and things and add those couplings. I don't think any of the engines included had that option. Here's an older James, made in Thailand. Year 2000, January 2000. Okay, so that's towards the end of the older Plarail design. Here's an Amy that has not had the couplings replaced. And an Angry Thomas from the Thomas and the Truck set. Missing the middle wheels. From 2002, and this is corroded. Okay. And then there is a normal release of Farquhar, which I have plenty of. Actually, what version is this? Oh, there's trees in here. I don't think I have any of these trees. That's cool. This is the thin front but no paint splatter in the back version of the station. And there's a yellowed station platform as well. Okay. Yeah, so you can basically, I mean, do the same kind of shunting and coupling that you can with Tomy trains with these, which I thought was cool. So I'll probably take the ones off of this Annie and put them on a Thomas or something. Not sure which one this is. Ooh, okay. This is the one I was the most excited about. Glad to see it looks like they have arrived okay. I was not really trying to collect a lot of early boxed Plarail, but these came up for a price I was willing to pay, so picked these up. Don't know the exact date on them. It looks like somebody has retaped the front end to go in through the back. I believe the listing said that this Edward was the only one which currently runs. (2001) Really? That is right at the end of this style of box, I think. Really, 2001. Huh. I probably won't pull all these out of their boxes, but there's a Percy, probably the same era. Well, I kind of want to see when they're from, so maybe I will pull these all out. Be convenient if I could get into the front, but yeah, it's been taped up. (1998) Percy. Mail truck is intact. The stickers aren't great. Percy is missing most of a cab window. This is a later Henry. Well, same age as all the other ones, but later than the one that I have in the box. I think it has logs too. This one might be taped at both ends. No, this one's not taped. Oops. Yeah, this has got the logs. And I believe he has a broken both couplings, yeah. The connecting coupling is broken and the back coupling is cracked. Made in Thailand, not surprising. And that is from the year 2000, February of 2000. Hello, person who has just joined. What notification did my phone just give me? You mean the white running board? Then yes, I want the white running board. I have to double check that. Okay. This is one that I really wanted to get. Did not have a box dreams at all. This one is a little bit beat up on the back. The red of the box hasn't survived the best. These were 2,180 yen at some point in the late 90s, or early 2000s apparently, which with today's conversion rate is probably about 20 bucks. I don't know what that was 20 years ago. Ooh, this has a pamphlet. Oh wow. I believe this is the replacement parts order form. I've seen these before. I think the ones I've seen are slightly older than that. So you can get 8 something. I'm not sure what that first line is, or 3 of each coupling type, or 6 of the loop or hook coupling type for 100 yen, which is about a buck. Classic Trackmaster and Tomy are my big cash, and well, I've got a whole lot of early Tomy here. So cattle van, brake van, and let's see when James is from. Made in Thailand, of course. Oh yeah, I can see one of these wires is broken right away. 2001. These are surprisingly later than I thought. I thought these would be 90s. These were right at the end of this style of engine and box. Now that one still has some, oh, I guess several of them still have some styrofoam in the front of the box. And there's one more here. I didn't actually own a Tony Stepney before. This is the first one. This is not the first one that I technically bought, but this is the first one that I have in my hands. This box just fell over. I can hear a pamphlet or something in this one too. I've never had Stepney's brake van either. That's cool. Yeah, I've never had Stepney's brake van. Tony Thomas with the open cab where you can put people in it. Do you mean departing now? Here's Stepney. Stickers are not in excellent shape. I have to see what I can do about that. Old Tony logo on the bottom, which I suppose makes sense. January 2001 this was manufactured. Oh, he's missing a clip. Didn't notice that. Not a big deal. So there is 5. Oh, Tony Trains, yes. That makes sense. When they're standing up in there, you can't put them down the into some of the accessories. They don't fit in the sheds. Okay, there's 2 replacement parts order forms, so one of these probably came in one of the other boxes originally. I thought maybe there was a actual pamphlet. One of these was in James. 1992, 1997 stuff was only released in the UK. Some of the Tommy Train sets did get released in the US. I think just the Thomas oval sets and the smaller, or well, the bigger set with just Thomas, the smaller set overall, not the Thomas and Percy set. Because I've got a US box of the Thomas Deluxe battery operated set. It's in my Twitter header. It's the later US style boxes, not the later UK style boxes. I don't have a later UK box. I have an early UK box of that set as well. But I don't think any of the other engines were released in the US. If they were, they don't come up very often. Maybe Percy was. I've got the complete range. I just finished it recently. When I imported the complete sets, I've got 2 or more of most of the characters. The only one I only have one of is Edward. Got 2 James, 1 in the box, 2 Gordons, 2 Henrys, like 4 Thomases. Yeah, the Thomases are the only ones I can ever find in the US. I'm not gonna, well, I only have 1 left to do, maybe I'll box it too. Oh, this still has its retail hanger on the front of the packaging. That's cool. That's also what's preventing me from putting it back in all the way. Okay, well, I'm gonna move on to this guy here. Which is more box Plarail stuff. This is the newer stuff. These are all used, although I think they're complete. They also have their styrofoam in them, although it's not in the original position. So this is the James with separate tender. Kind of want to get a look at his brake van. Although I've never seen this James either, so. Oh, they added his whistle. I didn't know that. Same brake van mold as Stephanie's brake van looks like, other than updated Tony Plarail. Yeah, I've never seen any of these newer chassis engines in person. Tender looks like it's basically the same mold and it's just glued the coil down. That's cool. 1 styrofoam block there. It's cool. Another James. So there's probably still a couple versions of box James that I'm missing. The in between those 2, obviously. Diesel 10, which I have a Magic Railroad style box Diesel 10, but it is not here. It is in Japan. I've never seen the normal Tony Diesel 10 in person. I've only ever had a Talking Action one. That's cool. Produced in 2014, this one. I could have checked that James, but I don't think I have a screwdriver here. So open him up. Spencer. It still has the bag, I guess. And it's taped at the front still. These are all still in the bag. I wonder if Spencer never got used. I honestly would not know how to tell. Oh no, it looks like he's missing his power switch. So yeah, I would say he has been used. New style Gordon. Again, never have had one. I wonder if the coach is any different. I don't know if I've seen a modern coach. Oh, this one looks like it might be sealed. But he's not in the bag. Oh, I think it's been retaped at the back. Okay, well, I'm not going to get into it then. And a Steven, which I have not seen the Plarail version of Steven in person. Oh, sweet, it does have the crown. All I know is that the powered car is huge. That wheel is definitely smaller than the Trackmaster one. I don't think either of them really get the funnel right, although I don't know how you could and keep it within the dimensions of the track system. Yeah, this is big. And I think this crown you can put on him. Yeah. And then you get this red Henry log car for holding it. Although that log car existed in Plarail before Henry, so I don't know if I can really call it Henry's log car. I should do a comparison sometime of some of the Thomas rolling stock that existed in other forms before Plarail introduced Thomas. So I've got, just by chance, like half of my non-passenger coach Plarail rolling stock is the same stuff that was later turned into Thomas rolling stock. All right. Yep, that's it for the modern boxed engines. Got one thing left, which is wrapped in a Lego bag. That's kind of cool. But it will probably be a little bit destroyed as I open this up. Okay. This is a set. Hello. All right. I forget what exactly this set is called, but this is the second version of this set with Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle, and then the two basic freight cars. I believe. No, they might have updated it. I thought that this was the set that might have had the box graphics of the prototype Thomas, but I think that's a different set altogether. The earlier version of this set, which I also have boxed, instead of having this passing loop in front of the station, there's a set of double rail points. I don't know. Yeah, so that one is styrofoam inside. This one here is cardboard box. The earlier Plarail sets have a styrofoam insert that holds the items, and then these later ones are this cardboard inner tray. Like the 1992 sets, you don't even get a back of a box. It's just a front cardboard box that goes over a styrofoam insert. And then a little bit later, they started doing a complete box, but still around styrofoam. Okay, so this is a 1995 or later Thomas that feels like it has battery in it. Oh, it has a middle wheel. How late of an issue of this set is this? Because I would have thought that this set would have been issued with a 4-wheel Thailand Thomas. This is a 2003 Thomas. I think this might be not the right Thomas for this set. I think this should have a 4-wheel Thailand Thomas. Very dusty inside. And a free Panasonic eVolta battery. That's not a rechargeable, is it? So it's supposed to be good until 2022, which probably means it was installed around 2012. No. Yeah, I have a suspicion that that is not the correct Thomas for this set, but I could be wrong. This is new Tomy logo and Clarabelle. Well, that seems to be a matching trio, so maybe I'm wrong. It is the, well, the station base is older though, yeah. Station base is the original 1996 dates and it's the thin front. I would have expected if this was a after the 2002 license renewal that it would have the newer version of the station, but it has the older version. So yes, I do think that that is a slightly later Thomas and Clarabelle that has been put in here. The trucks, well, oh, well, there we go, because this is not the right rolling stock. Well, one of these is right. It should have, I think, that hard to find face troublesome truck. So I now have to find one of those and put it in here. But yeah, so I don't think this is the original rolling stock. Track is dated 2006. That one's 2001. I think someone has pieced this set together later. But that's not a big deal because I mostly wanted the box. I mean, this set is not hard to piece together. It's an oval with a passing loop. So, yeah, I'll have to get some older track of the appropriate vintage. I think I might be missing a ton of it too. Not that that's a huge deal. Say it's not the truck that came up. All right, yeah. Anything else of note on here? There's the range as was available at the time. So up through Boco, 3-part scenery set. This is basically everything that was released in the old style boxes, I guess. I still need to find an old style duck box. But after that, unless I'm trying to find a complete original box set, that'll probably be the last of my original style engine boxes. And I think I have just about all of the older style box sets that I want at this point. I wouldn't mind finding the track expansion pack that makes up the Giant Thomas. The set that came with Giant Thomas in the US. In Japan, it was a track pack that you could get. I wouldn't mind finding that, but I've got a bunch of copies of the 92 set. I've got the set with Birdie, the set with Bulgy, both versions of this set now. I want to get the Henry set. That's the last one. I think I really picked up Thomas at the Harbor. So, anyways, lots and lots of boxed Plarail stuff. My continuing quest to, I don't know, own a bunch of old boxed Plarail stuff, which I just embarked on recently. I was getting boxed Plarail sets, but I was not purposely buying boxed Plarail engines until really I saw a lot with all these older style boxes, which are not particularly old releases, surprisingly. I really thought they would be from the 90s, not the early 2000s, but there were a couple of years where the old style engines were in the old style boxes in the early 2000s. I think mostly 2000, 2001. This 2002, yeah, license would have been renewed. Lucky to have the earliest. I don't know if they're the earliest Plarail customs, but I certainly think they're in the running. Probably early Plarail Thomas customs. I'm sure there were. I'm putting this in the box the wrong way around. Earlier Plarail customs, just because Plarail has been around since the 60s, 50s, 60s. But yeah, those were real cool. I basically perused the Thomas junk listings, literally just Thomas and then junk on Joust a lot, and I saw that come up, and I was like, those. I didn't even realize that they weren't the normal engines at first. And I was looking back at it, and I was like, wait, that does not look like Gordon's face. Just kept looking at it, and then I finally realized that, oh, literally all those engines are just Thomas, Henry, or James. And at that point, I was like, okay, I really want to own that because that is really cool. And I didn't even really pay that much attention or care that much about the boxed Henry and Thomas, although that's cool. And I didn't realize they were sealed or incredibly early versions at the time, but Henry does not want to go back in. Later on, when I began to realize what they were, that was a really cool surprise, and it was not that expensive, which was the other surprising thing. I basically spent the same per item on any of these old boxed and not in that great condition engines as I did on that entire lot, which included 2 sealed and much earlier than these engines. So that was also really cool. But that's just about it. Probably post about a bunch of this stuff on Twitter soon. I really like these magnetic couplings. I'm going to play around with these a bunch, I think, because this is really cool to have these on normal Plarail and not just Tomy trains. I had no idea that these existed as a thing you could buy from Tomy until I posted about these on Blue Plastic Tracks. So yeah, final haul is early boxed Henry, early box Percy, early box Stepney, early box James, early box Edward. I believe these are still the current box James, current box Diesel 10, current box Stephen, current box Gordon, current box Spencer, a second version of whatever this set is called. I'll figure it out. I post about it on Twitter, I guess, with the wrong Thomas Henny and Clarabelle and trucks inside, and then miscellaneous rolling stock, many of which has these magnetic couplings added, and then Angry Face Thomas from Thomas and Trucks, and an older James, and some McDonald's toys, and the Far Car Station. So there we go. That is this box. I don't know when next box is getting here. I started shipping some of the stuff email because I don't really care if it gets here soon. But and I don't want to pay DHL at the moment, to be honest. But I may ship some. Well, I'm trying to get Joust to ship some of the Talk and Action stuff DHL, just because I want to work on the Talk and Action engines. But I put in a shipping request and they haven't done anything with it. So I guess I won't be shipping those out soon, which is fine. But yeah, thanks for joining me. And I will post more information about a bunch of this stuff on Twitter in the coming days. So talk to you later.